always watching us.
I'll go after Thunder.
Once more, here I am in Dire Grove. It's been a long time since my last visit to Dire Grove. I can't shake this feeling there's something else I'm meant to do there.
Master Detective, I beseech you. A curse is threatening to claim Dire Grove. We need your help.
Once more, here I am in Dire Grove. I wonder what awaits me this time.
How do I know you're the detective and not an imposter? Show me your ID card. You may enter. Head to the square, where the hunters have gathered. We court one of the Druids, a Mistwalker, and he'll answer for his crimes soon enough.
Detective, I wish you were visiting under better circumstances, while our town is usually quite lovely.
Excuse me, but who are you?
I'm Samuel Crowford, leader of the hunters here.
Why is this man tied to a tree? Who is he?
We suspect the Druids are behind it all. They're Mistwalkers who live deep in the forest. This is one of their members.
I saw wolves wandering through Dire Grove. Are there wild animals on the loose here?
Dire Grove has been plagued by unbearable cold, and beasts attack us from the forest. Here, take my rifle. It's dangerous here, and you're gonna need it. If you don't like shooting at animals, you can fire a warning shot to scare them away. We've had to move our families to a neighboring town, but we need your help in finding out the truth. I had two sons, Derek and Peter, and I loved them both. But one day, misfortune came to my family. Derek was lost in the forest, and when we finally found him, he was at death's door. Doctors were helpless to cure him. We wished for a miracle.
I'm keeping track of what's happening here, so there's a record of these abnormal events. Dire Grove's had terrible weather in the past, and everyone's trying their best to survive. If it were just a cold, we could manage. But wild beasts come out of nowhere, attacking us without provocation. It's as if nature herself has turned against us. The other day, I saw the strangest sight. A bear emerged from the forest, and I thought I saw a man in animal dress directing it. I cannot stand this ice prison any longer, but I'm afraid to leave my house.
It's so cold, the pipes in my house have burst. The water in them frozen solid. Over the past 2 days, the temperature fell from 40 degrees Fahrenheit to only 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Now it's down to -5 degrees Fahrenheit. It's now -15 degrees Fahrenheit. When I toss a bucket of water outside, it's frozen by the time it hits the ground. It's -30 degrees Fahrenheit. Several townspeople have succumbed to hypothermia. We've evacuated everyone to a nearby town, with only Samuel and the hunters remaining. They believe the Druids are responsible.
I think my arm's broken.
Now, this will help.
Oh, thanks. I feel better already.
Hold on. Yeah, there you go.
I'm on the mend. Thanks, Detective. I have one more favor to ask. Can you help me get to camp? I don't trust myself alone like this. Camp is the only place where we can survive. I don't have a choice, even if there's a traitor among us. Be careful with Sam. I'm not sure about him. Here, take this. Samuel tossed it, but I rescued it. Peter couldn't stand to see his older brother slowly die. He asked the Mistwalkers for help, but they said there had to be a price. One life for another. Peter agreed. The Mistwalkers cured Derek, but Peter went away then, and none of us have seen him since. I've tried to find him.
Mistwalkers are reclusive by nature, never appearing before humans without cause. They do not welcome people who trespass into their domain. And woe to anyone who claims a Mistwalker for an enemy. Their vengeance is swift and deadly. I've come to the conclusion that Dire Grove has been the victim of a powerful curse. The temperature drop was just too quick to be natural, with the city icing over almost instantaneously. It's not just the weather. There have been repeated wild animal attacks here. Between the cold and their fear of attack, people broke down and fled Dire Grove, panic-stricken. Could the community of Mistwalkers inhabiting these woods be responsible for all this mayhem? Judging by the book, it would take a terrible act on the part of humans to provoke this kind of punishment. What did these people do? There, in Samuel's diary, I found it. An explanation for his conflict with the Mistwalkers. A lot of time has passed, but there's still a possibility these events are the echo of an ancient story. That's it. The people of Dire Grove must have committed some transgression against the Mistwalkers. I better talk to Samuel. He seems to know everything that goes on in this town.
Well, what have you got on the case? Anything new?
Samuel, you're not going to like this, but I don't think the hunters are without guilt here.
You're basing your conclusion on a few notes you found in a book? That doesn't prove the Mistwalkers are innocent. They came out of the forest and sent wild animals to Dire Grove. They're the reason we're stuck in this wretched winter. Those are the facts. You can't blame the victim here. You just can't.
I'd like to talk to the Mistwalker myself.
Fine, do what you have to do. He's drifted off, though. Probably from the cold. You'll have to revive him. Master Detective, with all due respect, you've got to find stronger evidence. Here, take this. It belonged to one of those Mistwalkers. It might help you.
We are the Mistwalkers, who solemnly pledge to preserve the peace of this sacred grove and its keeper spirit. This keeper is merciful, but those who show him disrespect will be cursed. The Mistwalkers will seek vengeance on any who do the forest harm, or go against the keeper spirit's wishes. Desecrated, the forest shall fall into a rage. The storm will take over the sky, and you shall remain in ice forever. Only blood will wash the curse off. You're here. My eagle must have reached you. The curse fell on Dire Grove because... Oh, it's too late. They're coming.
curse. Only blood can wash away your guilt. You're right. Blood will be spilled today. Yours. Greetings, Master Detective.
Who are you? Who are all of you people?
We are the Mistwalkers. We live in harmony with the sacred grove. My name is Ulf. I was born with another name. But when we join the clan, we begin life with a new name. The man with the bear is Bjorn. My brother here in the deer mask has not yet earned his name. And this woman is known as Cameron.
What did you want to tell me?
I wanted to explain why I'm here. Someone from Dire Grove desecrated the sacred grove, and its spirit demands revenge. The spirit plunged Dire Grove into the deepest winter, and it won't end till whoever desecrated the sacred grove dies. Here is what we know about the spirit.
How can I help you?
Find whoever violated the sacred grove. You struggle to trust me, but you'll soon see with your own eyes what needs to be seen. We won't stand in your way. Here, take this map. It will lead you to our camp, which you're welcome to search. Come back when you're ready. I'll be waiting for you here. When seekers enter sacred grove with evil in their hearts, the keeper spirit rises up in icy vengeance. Nothing but justice will still his wrath.
My friends and I caught the man who violated Sacred Grove. We had no choice. We had to return him to the Keeper Spirit.
5 years ago, a poacher trespassed on Sacred Grove, angering the Keeper spirit. If we hadn't caught the poacher, who knows how many would have died. The Keeper won't stop until justice is done.
After learning the Mistwalkers' history, I've come to the conclusion that they are bound to protect the ancient forest at all costs. There's no tolerance for violations against Sacred Grove. Anyone who does harm must be punished. The Keeper's spirit's punishment can be quite severe, in some cases a matter of life and death.
Welcome back, Master Detective. I see you believe me now.
Do you know who's responsible?
Samuel, the head of the Hunters, clashes frequently with our leaders. He might be out for revenge, but I'm not sure. If we bring an innocent to the spirit, its fury will know no bounds. The culprit must be guilty, beyond a doubt.
What if you sacrifice an innocent man?
We prefer peaceful solutions, but sacrifice is sometimes necessary. The lives of many are at stake. We can't have the spirit's wrath spilling outside Dire Grove. We must find the one who is truly guilty. It is futile to discuss the punishment until then. I would suggest you check the hotel. Samuel has the key. He's a good friend of the owner.
It's good to have you back, Master Detective. I hope those bloody Mistwalkers didn't fill your head with lies.
What's your take on all of this, Samuel?
You can't trust those Mistwalkers. This cold is their doing. They're just looking for any excuse to use someone in their pagan rituals, especially that giant Bjorn. Why, I'd like to take that oath down a few notches.
I'd like to investigate the hotel. Can you get me inside?
The owner's a good friend of mine. Lucky for you, he left me the key. Here, take it. I've got nothing to hide. Be careful, though. The owner's particular about how the place looks. Don't be gone too long. It's only a matter of time before the Mistwalkers strike again. We've got to hunt down these Mistwalkers and bring them to justice. We're entitled to their ancient legacy. My wife, Lily, is dead thanks to them. They refused to help her. They might as well have killed her with their bare hands. And they took my son away. I will avenge my family.
Samuel isn't talking sense. He's trying to whip up a frenzy, getting the folks of Dire Grove to go after the Mistwalkers. But we're against him. We're not going to be party to this.
You as good as killed my wife, you and your tribe.
She'd be alive if it weren't for you.
What nonsense. You refused to help when I asked.
She was one of us, Samuel. But you took her away. You made her an exile from the Mistwalkers. There was nothing we could do to help her.
You're lying. Admit it, you just didn't want to help.
Samuel learned that the Grand Mistwalker is grooming Peter to be his successor. That must mean Peter's still alive.
It's getting clearer now. Samuel accused the Mistwalkers of killing his wife and taking his son. He tried to persuade the people of Dire Grove they had a right to the Mistwalkers' legacy, but no one wanted to join him. This confrontation between Samuel and Bjorn was a catalyst to what came next. They were both on edge, accusing each other. This only further entrenched Samuel in his quest for revenge. The Grand Mistwalker wants Peter to be his successor, and Samuel found out revenge meant harming his own son, so he can't be responsible for what's happening in Dire Grove. But what was going on with Bjorn? He was really hard on Samuel. I need to find out more.
It's your fault Lily died. If it weren't for you, she'd still be part of the Mistwalkers.
It was your ridiculous code that killed her. You're all a bunch of animals running around the forest, living by some outdated creed.
At least we have a creed to live by. You hunters just take everything, selfishly. And you'll pay for that.
Master Detective, please, forgive us. We tried to stop Bjorn, but failed.
I better talk to Bjorn. Can I help?
Healing him will require rare herbs that are hard to find. You could try the pharmacist's. He often draws on herbal medicine and might have what we need.
The evidence clears Samuel of all guilt.
I guess I was wrong. You helped us avoid a tragic mistake, but that means we have no leads, and it's getting colder. There's not much time for us to find whoever did this.
I think Bjorn is hiding something.
We all have our secrets. The Mistwalkers promise not to get in the way of your investigation, and to help if we can. Here, take this. It might help you to discover Bjorn's secrets. Bjorn will recover, but you better hurry.
My Lily, I swear I will avenge your death.
Bjorn came to me, furious. I couldn't understand him at first, but then it was clear that he was in love with Lily, Samuel's wife. Bjorn blamed me for her death, but it was his grief talking. There was really nothing I could do for her.
Master Detective, you saved me. My anger almost cost me my life.
Still angry, Bjorn? More scores to settle?
No, I would never turn against the spirit, no matter how strong my thirst for revenge.
I'll find out who's behind all of this, and they'll be punished.
I know you can't trust me after what I've done, but you can trust the facts. They'll lead you to the truth. I want to find them too. Here, this should help you. Thanks again for helping me. I'll find a way to repay you. All that's left of me is hatred. Those hunters don't deserve to live. They are the Mistwalkers. They try to soothe me, but they don't get it. I won't rest till I catch these poachers.
Master Detective, this badge belonged to one of our hunters. Bjorn claims he found it in the sacred grove, which means a hunter trespassed over the border.
I don't think Bjorn's lying. He's not to blame.
So be it. He's a lunatic and he hates me. But even he's too smart to sign his clan's own death warrant, not to mention killing off the population of Dire Grove.
So whose badge is this?
Every hunter in Dire Grove wears a badge like this. My son Derek's more familiar with some of the outlying hunters. Maybe he can help. He lives in the town just past the bridge. He tends not to trust strangers, but if you show him this amulet, he'll know I sent you.
Will you open the gate so I can enter?
I'll ask Robert to open them for you. Listen, the majority of the houses in Dire Grove are locked since folks left in a hurry, but you might find more clues over there. Good luck now. Not that you'll need it. We believe in you.
There you go, Master Detective. But be careful. Sure, the Mistwalkers declared peace, but I don't trust them. At least one has already broken his vow.
It's my father's amulet. Ah, you must be the master detective. And you should know I'm Derek Crawford.
I came here because the Mistwalkers are in Dire Grove.
Really? The clan left the grove? They must be seeking a new victim to sacrifice to their crazy forest god.
Why aren't you with your father's crew?
I don't have time for petty battles with the Mistwalkers. If my father and the other hunters want to waste their time playing Inquisition, that's fine. But I've got better things to do.
Do you know who might have trespassed on the sacred grove?
Here's a clue. In this letter, it'll explain whom the Mistwalkers want to find here. Still, I hope you smoke out this traitor. The Mistwalkers are probably tired of waiting for their next big sacrifice.
Dear buyer, it plays right into our hands that the townfolk here are afraid to enter Sacred Grove. The game isn't afraid of us, and we take full advantage. We're glad you're satisfied with our recent deliveries. The deer remains my highest priority. I'll deliver it skinned soon. You'll see it's well worth the price. I'm abandoning my operations in the forest. I had a run-in with a strange local wearing some kind of deer mask. He seemed like a real threat, and there are many more like him. The risks far outweigh the rewards now. I've seen Derek in the forest. He doesn't hide from me, and he's not hunting. He seems oddly peaceful and determined, which is strange after how angry he's been.
So, Bjorn was in love with Lily. Her death pushed him over the edge, and he looked for someone to blame. But Bjorn refocused on his duty to protect the forest. And that's when the poacher trespassed on Sacred Grove. Ted appears to be a dead lead, as the Mistwalkers scared away his poaching operations. But this bit about Derek piques my curiosity. Why the sudden mood shift? And it seems that Derek is trying to make Ted look guilty.
So, what brings you here?
I'm not here to arrest you, but I know you've hunted in the Sacred Grove illegally.
I admit it, I was a poacher. Greed blinded me back then, but I'm different now. I saw the light, and I haven't been back to the Grove since. Thanks for trusting me and not telling the others. Those Mistwalkers can make snap judgments about people, especially hunters. Here, take this. It opens one of the hiding places in Dire Grove.
I know you ran into Derek in the Grove one night. What was he doing?
I'm not sure. He was a frequent guest there for a while. I'd never seen him so happy. Not since his brother was taken away. Well, that is until... Oh, no matter. It's probably nothing.
You seem upset. What's the matter?
I'm worried about my dog, Thunder. He's run off. If you see him, please bring him back to me. He can be pretty rough with strangers, but give him a treat and he's all yours. Thanks, Detective. I'll never forget your kindness.
My mother died, and I'm convinced the Mistwalkers had something to do with it. They took my brother away too. I'll find a way to avenge my family.
Dear Mr. Derek Crawford, we have found an answer to your query. The Mistwalkers follow the rule of even exchange. If you want to get something from them, you have to first make an offering.
all these hours in the library have not been in vain. Now I know how to bring my brother back. I'll take something valuable away from the Mistwalkers and demand Peter back in exchange. They have to comply. It's their rule.
Attaboy, Thunder! I missed you so much, you old lug of a dog. Oh, Detective, I don't even know how to thank you. Here, take this. Maybe you can use it. Derek is obsessed with the idea of getting revenge against the Mistwalkers for our family's ordeals. He won't listen. I can only hope that time will temper his rage.
I know you Mistwalkers observe the rule of even exchange. I'll return your sacred animal in exchange for my brother. If you won't even consider my offer, you'll never see your precious deer again.
I've got it. Derek's hatred of the Mistwalkers surpassed anyone else's, even his father's. He was willing to do anything to bring Peter back. Now it makes sense. Derek thought he could use the rule of even exchange to get his brother back, but a theft does not present a fair exchange. But Derek's letter was lost, and the Mistwalkers came for revenge. Derek must have been desperate to take the child of the forest from them.
Hello, Master Detective.
I have proof that Derek is responsible for all this.
Derek? My son? How can this be? Oh, no. But you say you have proof. I think I understand what his motives were. We've got to stop him before he does something we can't undo.
You should combine forces with the Mistwalkers.
You're right. Together we'll find Derek. But I need to talk to him first. We'll meet up with the Mistwalkers and go to the city to find Derek. We need your help. Meet me near his home. I'm glad you're here.
Oh, so where would Derek go?
I don't know, but he used to keep a diary. Not long ago, he tore it into pieces in a fit of rage. There could be a clue written there. Take this. You can place the pages here.
Aren't you worried the Mistwalkers will sacrifice Derek?
I was at first, but then I ran into Ulf. He says the Mistwalkers feel they owe us after Bjorn's attack. He swore they'd let me know if they find Derek. If you need me, you know where to find me. We've got to stop Derek now. Have you found the pages of Derek's diary?
Yes, I have. Please take them.
According to the notes, Derek has a secret hideout in the Sacred Grove. There's no indication of its exact location, however. Here's a map. Derek was last seen at the border between the Sacred Grove and Dire Grove. You better talk to Ulf. The Mistwalkers have eyes in every corner of the forest.
Ah, Master Detective. What can you tell us?
Derek's deep in the Sacred Grove, but we don't know where exactly.
I'm not sure if this is good news or bad news, but I'll go tell my clan. I already sent a squirrel out looking, but I haven't seen him for a couple of days. I hope he's all right. Would you try to find him? Take this charm. It opens a hiding place where you'll find the one thing that can lure my tamed squirrel.
I'm worried about what you're going to do to Derek.
After Bjorn broke his vow, we have a blood duty to Samuel. We accept his right to demand peace and won't attack Derek. I'll be waiting for you, Master Detective. Hello, Master Detective. Did you find my helper?
Yes, I did. Here.
My little pathfinder says he saw a man walking past the old swamp here. It must be Derek. That's all my little squirrel has. You should talk to Bjorn.
I'm very glad to see you.
Ulf says you might help me find Derek.
I could draw on my spiritual connection with the bears in the sacred grove, if I weren't so weakened. I'll need a bear totem. It's in the Dire Grove Museum. Take this chest. I don't know how to open it, but it might contain something you can use.
There's one thing I don't understand. No one expected you to attack Samuel. Why did you do it?
I don't know. Maybe it was my own rage talking, but I heard this voice in my head, telling me to kill him. I'll be waiting for you. That totem will make a huge difference. Any luck tracking down the totem?
Of course, here.
From what I can see,
A bear was awakened when a man wandered past an ancient cave. I doubt anyone but Derek has made it that far. I'm sorry I can't help more, but Cameron might be able to. She's quite talented, with many skills.
Hello.
And you are...
Cameron of the Mistwalker clan. I know you. You're that famous master detective. You rescued Dire Grove from an ancient curse. And you cured Bjorn. He's like a brother to me.
Oh, I was just with him. He says you could help me find Derek.
I can. I possess the knowledge of the sacred grove, shared by the ancient Mistwalkers. Here, take these. The lens will show you the imprints of Derek's thoughts still lingering in Dire Grove. The fox totem will collect them, and then I can read them. I'll wait for you here. Did you find any imprints of Derek's thoughts?
Well, I hope this is enough. Here you go.
These thoughts are murky, as if they don't really belong to Derek. But I can see one originating point at the sacred tree. There are 2 trees, one not far from here and the other in the sacred grove. That's where Derek will be, I'm sure. I think you're close to finding Derek. By the way, the Mistwalker and the deer mask wanted to talk to you.
Hello, Master Detective. I've been expecting you.
You seem to know me, but I don't know you.
I am the leader of the Mistwalkers. I don't have a name, and I lost my memory long ago. I am called the Forest Light.
And why did you want to see me, Forest Light?
I need your help as much as you need mine. There's a ritual that will show us where Derek is, but it's complex and requires 2 rare ingredients. This amulet will help you find our sacred tree. There, you'll meet the spirit. I need one of its tears. Once you have it, head to the grotto under the hill. You'll find the banshee flower there, which is the second ingredient. Please hurry, or we'll be too late.
I hear the spirit's thoughts in my head. This must be the ancient spirit that guards the grove. I can feel your anxiety. The spirit is communicating so many emotions. Loss, grief, suffering. I see things. A fawn. The spirit is worried about its child. I will bring back your child, but I need one of your tears. The spirit understands my request. The spirit trusts me. I can feel it. I will...
How is your search going?
It wasn't easy, but here are the ingredients.
I've now seen the past, present, and future. Here's the last clue for you, Master Detective. Derek was at Clear Lake. You need to save Derek and the child of the forest, a fawn. Goodbye. I believe this is your destiny. The Mistwalkers and the people of Diregrove depend on you.
According to the notes, Derek has a secret hideout in the dark forest, but no one knows its exact location. Thanks to the Mistwalkers and their forest friends, I've tracked Derek's route. Derek was spotted in various locations, but he ended up at the old lake. This must be his hideout.
It was a bad idea to bring the case to a close, Master Detective.
stop.
He's crazy, and the spirit is going to retaliate!
I'll talk to him.
You took my brother away!
No, Derek. I'm your brother.
I thought they'd taken you, imprisoned you. What have I done?
But there is always a way to reach peace. When the one who chose the path of vengeance repents, the curse will be removed. The curse has been removed. It's over, my brother. It's all over now, thanks to you.
Thank you for everything. Here, take this. Something to remember me by.
What happened?
Master Detective, while I've got this brief period of clarity, I've got to tell you what's happening. The Hermit has been controlling my mind, somehow, and he's headed to the ancient temple behind the shrine, where he'll perform a dark ritual. You've got to stop him.
It's nice to have you back, Master Detective.
Oh, what happened?
We couldn't stop him. It was the Hermit, the Mistwalker who lives deep in the forest, alone.
His magic is very strong, and he took Derek and Peter. He needs them for some kind of dark ritual.
Where are the other Mistwalkers and the hunters?
After the curse was removed, Sam sent Robert and Ted to tell the citizens of Dire Grove they could return. Ted needed to get to a hospital as well. Cameron and Bjorn were with them. If they were here, the hermit wouldn't have dared to come.
Oh, what's wrong with Samuel?
The hermit's dark magic affected him the most. But I'm caring for him and can't leave him now. He needs to drink spring water from the ancient bowl. Here, take my little helper. He's very useful, but needs to refuel every so often with nuts. Please come back soon. I'm not sure how much strength Samuel has left. It looks like Samuel will recover, but I should stay with him.
Who is this hermit?
He used to be one of us decades ago, but he betrayed our principles. He betrayed the sacred grove. He conducted dark rituals to increase his might and power. He killed animals and felled ancient trees. We exiled him, but he's back. Here, take this. It once belonged to the hermit.
Do you know where the hermit went?
There's a passage to the ancient temple behind our shrine. The hermit used to spend a lot of time there when he was a member of our clan. I'm afraid that's where he'll conduct his ritual.
What in the world is going on here? It must be some kind of dark magic.
The hermit can change reality based on his own mad wishes. This is only the beginning. Things will get much, much worse. Master Detective, Peter and Derek are in a lot of danger.
The first part of my plan worked beautifully. No one suspects Lily's illness is really my curse. They're grieving and trying to heal her, but they are mere mortals and powerless. Her death will sow the seeds of anger between Samuel and the Mistwalkers. so easy to manipulate everyone, humans and Mistwalkers alike. I lured Derek into the forest and left him there, though he won't die right away. I'll force Samuel into confronting the Mistwalkers for the even exchange to be complete. Samuel is too hard-headed. I couldn't get him to go to the Mistwalkers, but Derek's brother Peter was easier to control. The even exchange has been done, and Samuel and Derek's hatred of the Mistwalkers grows. I'll destroy Peter's memory, so he never returns home. revenge, Derek kidnapped the child of the forest. Derek was supposed to sacrifice the child, but that meddling detective interfered. My plan was nearly ruined, but I have what I need now. Both Derek and Peter, two brothers, grown into opposites. I'll sacrifice them to come into my rightful power.
Everything that's happened here is a result of the Hermit's manipulations. I can't change the past, but I can stop him from doing further damage. The Hermit put a deadly curse on Lily. He made Derek vengeful and took Peter's memory away. He's to blame for Dire Grove's troubles. Well, the Hermit is preparing a ritual involving two brothers who've become opposites. I only know one family capable of such a thing. Is my old enemy Alistair Dalamar really behind all this? If he is, I've got to stop him. I should talk to Ulf about how to do it.
It's you, Master Detective. Do you have any questions?
Do you know a man named Alistair Dalamar?
I think I heard the name years ago. It might have belonged to one of us, but we give up our birth names during initiation, so I don't know who.
Do you know how to stop it once it's already begun?
I'm not sure. There might be a chance. If you can find the Hermit's notes. If you do, bring them back to me, and we'll take a look.
What ritual is this Hermit planning to perform?
We know it as the Ritual of Spirit, but the Hermit has desecrated it. Here you can learn more. Come back here as soon as you find the notes, and we'll see if we can stop this ritual.
The Mistwalkers have, since ancient times, been spiritually connected to the forest. They could call on the spirit to extend their lives if they had unfinished business or did not have a successor ready. One Mistwalker distorted this connection through a blood ritual, allowing him to take the life of another. He was exiled from the clan, and all references to his ritual were expunged. I found a way to change the ritual to a blood ritual. Why settle for a few years longer when I can increase my power through the small price of a few lives? For the ritual to work, I need 2 blood relatives. My plan went well. Lily, as my daughter, was easy to curse, and her sons Derek and Peter are ideal for my ritual. I would have preferred they desecrate the sacred grove, but for now, their sacrifice will be enough. I'll destroy this miserable city. For the ritual, I need 2 blood relatives. One should represent unity with nature, and the other should symbolize the hunt. I found ancient discs used for the old spirit ritual, and changed them to serve my blood ritual. These will sap the life from my sacrificial victims. I believe the altar in the temple will serve as a fitting site. My blood ritual won't be stable in this altar space unless I desecrate the grove first. It could backfire on me if I'm not careful.
The Mistwalkers have had a pact with the sacred grove since ancient times that has allowed them to extend their lives if needed. One Mistwalker distorted the pact so that it would allow him to steal life from others. He was exiled from the clan, and all traces of his ritual were destroyed. The hermit returned to recreate his blood ritual. The only act he could not complete was to desecrate the sacred grove. So there's still a chance I can break the ritual if I can get to those ancient discs. I'll discuss this with Ulf.
Any news, Detective?
We can interrupt the ritual, but I need more clues.
The hermit never trusted his own memory, so he writes everything down. You might find clues in his utility room. Here, take this. It'll help you open the utility room.
Wish I could talk to Samuel. How is he?
He's better, but he hasn't yet awakened. I'm afraid to leave him alone. You'll need to be the one to draw the final line here, Detective. We are with you. We know you can do this.
You've saved us. That was some feat. Now, we've got to destroy this awful place.
Now, just one question. How's Peter?
He resisted the hermit, and the curse hit him hard. He's weak, but he'll live.
I need your help destroying this place. I'm not sure how.
There's an old hunting stash not far from here where you'll find explosives. I hate to ask this, but can you make a bomb? There should be nothing left of this place. The stash is hidden well, but I do have the key. Here, I'll stay here with Peter.
My name is Ted, and I was once a poacher in the sacred grove, until I saw something in the grove that made me stop. He was a man, but his eyes were an endless abyss. When he gazed at me, I seemed to lose control over my own thoughts and actions. No one believed me, and I thought I'd imagined it, as if the man was a manifestation of my own guilt. Later, I saw Derek with this same man. Derek didn't seem to be himself, as if he were fighting against the other man's control. He left for the sacred grove, and after that, Dire Grove was stricken with cold. At the time, I thought this was a coincidence, Bert.
He's back. The man responsible for my mother's death. My own grandfather. He took control of my will and coerced me into taking the child of the forest from the grove. I tried to resist him, but I failed. My powers have returned, but I don't know when he'll take over again. I'll try to undo what I've done, but if I fail, please don't anyone think I've been a traitor willingly.
It turns out that Bjorn loved Lily. Her death was such a shock to him that he was willing to do anything to avenge it. Fortunately, Bjorn soon came to his senses and resumed his protection of the sacred grove. That's when the poacher trespassed. The poacher was Ted, but it was Derek who stole the child of the forest. He didn't act willingly, however. The hermit had learned to control Derek's mind. Derek tried to fight him, but succumbed to his curse. I better head to the Druid shrine and talk to the leader of the Mistwalkers.
Hello, Master Detective. What would you like to talk about?
It was a hermit Mistwalker who put the curse on Dire Grove, and he was able to control Derek's mind.
The hermit's back? I can't believe it. We were so ready to blame the hunters that we forgot what our own guilt could be. So you say even though it was a hunter who stole the fawn, he was being controlled by a Mistwalker? That's twisted. I won't breathe a word of this to anyone. That could have bad consequences. I hope you can put an end to this madness.
I need your help with Derek. He's not himself. Please go see him at home.
Sure, I'll help him. Maybe seeing Derek again will help me jog my own memory. I'll meet you at Derek's. This house has awakened my memories. I remember now.
What do you remember?
I'm Peter Crawford, and Derek is my brother. I made a pact with the Mistwalkers, who promised to heal Derek in exchange for my life. I was brought up by their leader to be his successor. I became his successor too early, when he was murdered. This man, a hermit, my own grandfather, he did it. He destroyed my memory so I couldn't tell anyone what he'd done.
Can you help Derek?
There's a way to remove the curse. The ingredients for the spell are written on a paper in the Dire Grove Museum. The museum curator doesn't have much respect for those who are ignorant of our region's history, so the lock to get in is the year of the Dire Grove's foundation. Here you go. Come back as soon as you can, Master Detective.
Alistair Dallimar. I saw you before Lily fell ill. How could you betray your own daughter like this? You're a monster. I'll never let you enter Dire Grove.
This is good. Just what I need.
Will it be enough to help Derek?
Yes, if I get the right herbs. These are what I need. Some might be buried in the snow, but I know you're resourceful.
Should we tell the other Mistwalkers and the hunters?
It wouldn't do much good. According to the prophecy, it takes the hermit's arch enemy and his bloodkin to bring him down. So it's up to the three of us alone. You, me, and Derek. Come back when you find the ingredients from the list.
If it isn't the Master Detective, our paths cross once again, but this time, I'll win. Lily knew about my plans, so I had to sacrifice her. It was worth it. The conflict between the Hunters and the Mistwalkers has escalated. I'll wait for the right moment to conduct my ritual.
Here, take this. It'll help cure Derek.
Oh, my head. Brother, is that you? What happened?
There's no time. I'll explain later. Derek's much better now. Recovering. Any news?
I ran into your dear old grandfather. He was at the shrine, but it doesn't look quite the same.
It's his dark magic. He can create an alternate reality. Derek and I can move within it, but you'll need protection. The forest's light magic could protect you. All you need is an amulet. It's in the museum, in a section that's closed now. Here's the Stone of Thunder. Use it to cast a charge that will restart the museum's security system and open that section.
And how will we deal with Dalamar?
I'm not sure yet, but there must be a way. The lines of destiny are crossing now, and we can't waste this moment. I believe our story will have a happy ending, thanks to you. I'll wait for you at the shrine. As soon as you bring the amulet, I'll move us toward Alistair. We'll have to hurry. I don't know how long my spell will work. I see you found the amulet. It will protect you from Alistair's dark magic.
Yes, here it is.
And I can begin. Here we go. Get ready.
The time has come. I can no longer enter the sacred grove, but using my blood ritual, I took control of my grandson's mind. Despite his resistance, I made him kidnap the fawn for me. Soon, I will complete the ritual and come into my rightful power.
Hurry now!
I'm Alistair Dalamar, whose genius cannot be matched. My experiments on immortality have become more and more fruitful, especially now that I've realized an eternal automaton is not the key, as I once believed. When my black diary was destroyed, I felt as if part of my soul had died. My body was also destroyed, but this wasn't the end. It was the beginning. My soul migrated into Thanatos, and then with his help, I found the part of myself that I'd left in the sacred grove. Few know that I had my origins as a Mistwalker. Once the ritual begins, the only ones who can stop it are my blood kin, who form the core of the ritual. But they can't stop it either without the artifact of antipodes, which I'll find soon with this clue. The black raven will caw loudly and hiss like an evil snake. His vengeful eyes will gaze outward, stopping at nothing but the skull shining in the grass.
So, Alistair Dalamar is behind all this. It's hard to imagine how he survived the destruction of Madame Fate's carnival. His dark powers truly know no bounds. Now, the ritual has already begun, but I've discovered a way to stop it. I need to find the artifact of Antipodes and bring it to Peter and Derek. Problem is, Dalamar secured the artifact with an intricate puzzle per his usual mind games. I have an idea, though. Since his mind is backward, he does everything in reverse. So it's skull, eye, snake, and then raven.
I have returned to Dire Grove. The medallion allowed me to restore my body, but I am too weak. My soul is still attached to the medallion. Luckily, there is only one thing that can destroy it. My obsidian dagger. And now that I have broken the dagger and hidden the pieces using dark magic, nothing will stand in my way. I will complete the ritual and become immortal. What have you done? I swear I'll live to destroy you!
you